Over the years, the Commission has been observing service delivery in ministries, departments, and agencies. The essence of such exercise is to observe government officials as they perform their duties. This has tremendously helped to increase revenue generation and improve service delivery in institutions such as Births and Deaths, Immigration, and the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. In replicating such an exercise in other areas, the Commission, through its Systems and Processes Review Department, has recently carried out an overt operation at the Queen Elizabeth II Quay. In one of these exercises, the Director of the department, Rashid Toure, spoke to a few senior officials at the customs.
We do appreciate your coming, and at this it's helping towards national drive, and we acknowledge that whatever presence you make anywhere at any particular point in time is for the good of the country. Of course, as you rightly said, we did have an engagement some time back on these recommendations we have made and things like that. We honored those recommendations because we fully respect the push we are doing, which was supposed to give us a drive, okay, towards better outputs, okay, and the system is moving, and I'm pretty sure when the guys came around, they have been a very good relationship with people right across, because the system is there. We're still doing our input. The issue with ALIC for instance is on course. The machine was here. It has a little bit of problem, but they're supposed to be in it again, probably by today being Tuesday. Yes, by Thursday. They told me the IT has some problem. But over and above all, I think every other thing is on course.
Okay. Yeah, what's the impression about the ACC engagement with you at the customs?
Well, naturally from the outside, it injects some kind of fear into the business populace and things like that. But for us who know we have a process, okay? I mean, we've always kept it to our process, so like we appreciate it because when ACC comes, okay, they see that the process is moving on, okay, based on the solutions we've had. It's like it gives us a clean name that indeed, right, they are coming here months before now, right, is actually giving a push to the system, and we appreciate that. Yeah.
And then the last thing I really want to tell you that we have intelligence officers around, and whenever they give us intelligence, we'll act on it immediately. And our men are going to continue with the process for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Okay. And it has to become intermittently. It's not going to be a one-off. It will become intermittently to actually continue the process. Thank you very much.
I stated earlier, we do appreciate you coming, and we hope our engagement will be fruitful for the nation.
Thank you.
God bless you, Mr. Director.
We don't look at the stuffing of containers in the night canteen. And so basically what we look for ammunition and bad things. Yes. Expired. Yes. So we're actually pleased with the way the process is going. But then my question is, who are the two linked in the other stakeholders like it?
Yes, the presence of the police.
Yes.
Then we get officers that were also stationed on the field. We get photo sanity, what's health, pharmacy, all the things that we're interest. Sure, we can have the field, but also permanent, supermarkets, the watch, anything of the interest, and like that. Mr. If I go there and say anything of the interest.
Yes, like at the end of the day, all I don't do the unstuffing. Like I said, we say these various stakeholders that they sign, say yes.
Well, major documentation and customs. That is an declaration. So with that, we watch was to say no problem. We just declare the system within we assess them for final assessments to
yeah, well, we continue the process for the past 1 week. We don't be there, and I'm not saying we don't go through the observe, and we continue the process. We do the same thing last year, and we actually observes, there was an increase in revenue generation.
That's good. I appreciate that. So always appreciate man. War against war and cooperation and initial everything. People in camp. Always looking forward to there. See anyhow we keep well for making our program. So always welcome.
Thank you very much.
In previous engagements, the Commission, through the Systems and Processes Review Department, proffered recommendations on how to block some of the leakages at the quay. The Director, in his intervention, was curious to know how far the recommendations have been implemented.
In our last engagement, we came up with, we produced a report and there are recommendations in those reports. So we're here to actually see whether those recommendations are implemented and to see whether things have improved at the quay. But by and large, we are seeing that some processes are now improving, as a result of our recommendations. Right. And we have been here for the past 1 week. Right, and we'll continue for another week. Yes. And, I know my men are in and out.
Yeah, definitely. We see them every day.
Yes. Not that we are trying to antagonize, but the point here is if at all those who are the bad guys, they see us around, they will tend not to do what they have been used to do, which is very illegal. Right, so that's the essence of our being at the quay, to actually ensure that people do the right thing.
You are welcome. You see, like for me, when I was a director for Florida, I started working as an auditor. So I have no problem with people who want to know what is going on, because it will give a guide. It will give confidence to people that actually what you are doing, you have to oversee, to supervise the men. So there's no problem. You are welcome. This is what we have been doing.
Yeah. Initially, when we started this exercise last year, people were thinking that we are here to investigate. It's not a matter of investigation. We are on the preventive. We are on the preventive aspect of the Commission's work, to actually see that measures are put in place. And through our overt observation, as I said earlier on, if people are doing the wrong thing, it will prevent them not to do the wrong thing by merely observing, what they do.
Like I said, you are welcome. Yes. Very much welcome. I'm happy to see you, Mr. Rashid. I'm always prepared to see you done, because the fact remains that we are all fighting for the same goal. Once you're able to succeed and succeed, you get revenue. I have worked in different sides of this custom. In fact, 2012 I was in Cambia. I received auditors from men, I received auditors. The issue is I have no problem with them. They come, we work together, I show them what I'm doing. They see our work is very practical. Like when the people comes, you go and see the people, they write the report, the people, everything. I use it. If you have your invoice, I go by your invoice. If you have your invoice, I tell you, if you don't go by your invoice, this is what you pay. So we find a way out and pass it. Let me show you one example. We don't have discussions. Like now, I have situations that I have some that is not value at all. When you come on no vehicle, everything that is new, we tell you go to Africa Links. You go to Africa Links, they will give you one. Because you just present your invoice to the Africa Links, they will tell you what to pay. That is, they will look into the world market and recommend. These are some of them. I have some of them. So when they come, they give us photocopy. We keep them for reference. Yeah. I think I just say one today, one or two. Okay. Just say this, you know it is video, but not too much. You can see, this is a business person. First strike on, he came with the caterpillar. This is the caterpillar, it's a new one. So, this was the prices, the business invoice. It's a commercial invoice. They took it to Africa Links. Africa Links went through their invoice. They said, no, this should be the price. This is the FOB, the frame board. They gave them, this is the freight, and then they said, what they do now, they bring it to me. So what I will do now, I will make sure what is written here is what is placed on the valuation form here, so I will go and pay. Yes, evaluation.
Yeah, but again, there is also this understanding that some people, when they come, even though they have valued the goals, but then when they come, they do negotiate with you guys, to beat the price down. Is that possible? Are they doing it?
Yeah, listen, my brother or director, let me tell you, the negotiation here is very limited. Limited in the sense that, just listen, traveling with goods, whether it is a vehicle or machine from one place to another, even in the same continent, they may get damages, you understand? That is the only thing. Now, if you bring this type of machine, it is new, but during the course of packaging, it got damaged in the ship, you will tell them, no, this is damaged. So what they will do is, that is why in the examination form, you see like this, they have comments, they have additional comments, they will say accident, dented, and it's like, you see. So with those type of things, then I will decide now. I have my guide, I have a evaluation guide, which is given to me by the customs. So with that evaluation guide, if the damage is worth something like reducing 20% of the value, I'll do it. If it costs me, it's more damage, something like near the scrap, okay, we say we'll take off the depreciation of about 40%. If it is scrap, because some came as with scrap, that is it. They will come, maybe the engine is not working, you will really say this is seized, but they just bought it to come and use some of the parts for another vehicle. That one is scrap. So if it costs the person, say, present an invoice for $1,500, he's going to pay half of the duty that he should pay on that. But provided evidences are produced by writing I'm not examining, I'm just here to value. But at times, if it is the damage that I go and see the type of damage, all the rest of it. So,
is it a leader principle which you can use to guide, is to guide you in terms of assessing those kind of vehicles that are scrapped?
Well, yes, there are laid down principles. What we are working on, Arun, can you give us some time? Don't sing, don't meme or anything. There are laid down principles. Because remember, cost of violation is based on GATT 1994. It's based on GATT 1994. That is, GATT says according to the Brussels agreement, I think I have a copy. You are the importer. You bring in your car, you bring in your goods, saying this is what it costs me. If that invoice is genuine, because we have websites and connected to the system website, you can go to the net and see. If you say this comes from Dubai, give me an address, I will key that address. The system will tell me that this is original. I said, okay. And we also have a database. Let's say it came with a kit. It is used for 2005. You say you bought it for $1,000. Okay, so okay. Hold on, let me see. I go to the data and see. Then I go for previous importers what they paid. Those are how we go about it. If I fail to get any result, I talk to my supervisor. I can come out. You have the general database that you can then just say, this is what it should be, what it should be. In other words, we will not pay haphazardly. It's okay. No. You see the payment going in that form. We also input them, the system, that's good at everything.
Thank you very much, Mr. My men are around. They'll be coming in and out, to ask. Whenever they see something that they are not satisfied with, I believe they can come to
let them just discuss. We have been doing it.
Okay. So I hope you continue in that spirit. I'm here on behalf of the Commission to actually see what is happening, because our guys are around to see whether they are doing the right thing and so forth. But then I cannot do that without engaging the rightful authorities.
Thank you. You're welcome. And of course, this is not the first time you have been in this type of operation, and it has yielded dividend in terms of revenue generation. And as you know, all what you did the last time in terms of reporting, in terms of implementation, we have so far gone with that, and you too can attest with the results you are seeing now. and the corporation, we are receiving from both the public and the importers and the flagging agent. You see, we are moving towards the right direction. Of course, you see how best we have improved in terms of service delivery, in terms of the recommendation you gave the last time. We are still working on it. It's a work in progress, and we are still continuing to do our best.
What's the impression so far with regards to ACC intervention?
Well, it's a positive intervention because we have seen the turnover in terms of the revenue, in terms of compliance, and in terms of service delivery. But even at the port, their service also have increased with your intervention. I think it is a step in the right direction.
One of our recommendations in that report that we presented the last time is that of the introduction of a single window. So I don't know how far you've gone with that.
But the single window is a broad concept, all right? At the quay we have one. We are now working towards migrating from this Acc wall to the Acc plus to Acc wall. And with the Acc wall, it is easy for us to have a single window where we can have all the key stakeholders engaging in one platform. I think the single window is a real concept we are looking towards, because if you take all other customer administration are working towards that direction. Some of them have started implementing it. So if we have that opportunity, I think it is good for us in terms of revenue management and terms of 2%.
What about your relationship with the banks? Because in our last report, one of our findings was that you have MOUs with an MOU with the banks, and one of the provisions in the MOUs is for the banks to remit funds into the consolidated fund within 24 hours. But what we discovered was that they were violated that particular provisions in that particular provision in the MOU. So how far have you gone in addressing that particular problem?
Yeah, I think so far they have improved, and of course with the intervention of government again, and the ACC, I think they are trying to doing their utmost best. Sometimes we have challenges, and what they keep saying is that the system, they have system breakdown regularly, but so far there are lots of improvement, because now for the petrol department they can pay directly, even before the update. Now they are paying directly, and we are receiving the credit advice within a short period of time. I think, but we still need to engage them more, all right, for them to know it is a prerogative for them to transfer the fund as soon as they receive it. I think we are working on, we are still on that one, but we still need intervention on that one, and also we are still pleading to you to still see how best you can talk to the Bank of Sierra Leone for them to still have their secure system in terms of the personal product, because it's a help us in terms of reconciliation. I think that's what the key area again.
Yes, I know we have been deliberating on that particular issue. In fact, presently we are working with the Ministry of Finance and other stakeholders to see how best we can push some of those provisions, those recommendations in our report, and that's one of the key areas we are discussing. In fact, what we have agreed on is for us to have something like a task force, which comprise members from ACC, Ministry of Finance, Trade, so that we'll be monitoring the activities at the quay. And we are in the process of forming that task force. I think if that is done, then we will monitor what is happening at the quay, and also monitor some of the implementation of our recommendations. But what I would say so far is that we have seen some improvement in terms of service delivery, as opposed to what happened last when we came in. I thank you very much for your attention, and as I keep on saying, our men will be here for some time, and it's not going to be a one-off process, it's going to be an intermittent process. So you'll be seeing us on and off at the quay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for looking for support.
Yes, sir.
We all join them in team up stronger one. For the corruption come out na salon. Anti-corruption commission don't come na salon. For educate the public and fight corruption. Let we all join them in team up stronger one. For the corruption come out na salon.